What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another StealSpeaks Open 2016 cast. It is round 3. Let's see who these players are. The map, of course, is Open Palms, and let's see who these players are. As I said before, we got Kuipie spawning in as the yellow Cybern commander. He is ecoing pretty hard with that commander, and he is making his engineers go for a walk. He's saying, take a hike, guys, and make me some money. And he's going for a land factory first, then a radar. He's really hoping that his opponent isn't going straight for a rush. And speaking of his opponent, we got ParkwayDrive, the one, the only, Blue Aeon Commander, dropping down what looks like an air factory first, and then a land factory. I think his engineers may have built these mass extractors. He went straight for factories with his ACU, so he really wants to get things going. He's got a plane already out, not scouting. I don't know why, but maybe he just wants to have to have air superiority for sure. So a line of P-gens. Now I don't think I agree with that, but I think it's within his build timing. I think Kuipie has probably has that figured out. So he's getting another energy generator, and he's doing move commands, and he's putting down a bunch of mass extractors, then a line. Yeah, he's definitely, I think that's his. Well, what happened here? He control K'd his first land factory. I don't know if he sees the air factory, but he's putting down an air factory for sure. He's a little bit behind in air. Really committing for that with that air, which I don't know if that's the best thing on Open Palms, as he's down on air by 3, and I think he's down on land units. But I think he's a little bit up on eco. I cannot be completely sure. I think he is, yes. But yes, these bombers are here. They're taking out the only viable option there. Boom, down goes a radar station. Unfortunately for Kuipie, he did not have a shield up or an AA tower. Now these bombers are gonna slowly whittle away at this one little loyalist, just trying to mind his own dang business, getting blown up, and that second one is not far from death as well, considering we have a whole squadron of We-Do boats just coming right at him. Let's take a look at this poor guy's death here, and there it is, guys. Boom, and down he goes as ParkwayDrive is pushing in with his units. You know, essentially Kuipie doesn't have much to fight with at this moment. Kuipie is definitely on the back foot here as bombers. Now see, building him back when there's air, when the enemy has air superiority, is a very painful thing here. Now energy generator, now that's not going to hurt right out the gate, but later on it definitely will. Because see, players don't really notice early energy generators going down, that ParkwayDrive goes for a mass extractor, which is going to hurt almost immediately. Now these fish dudes are super annoying. They're going to be just poking in and out. It looks like ParkwayDrive has decided to assault Kuipie directly, but both commanders are just chilling. Kuipie is going to take some MML fire to the face, doing some decent amount of damage, actually. Now, these bombers have taken out that poor engineer, I believe. I don't see him anywhere. Oh, there's his dead little... No, that's a fighter bomber. Oh, and it looks like... Wow, Kuipie wrestled away air superiority. And that engineer is still alive, actually. Both the engineers are still alive, so my mistake. That was a fruitless bombing run there for ParkwayDrive, to be honest with you. Now, Kuipie has air superiority, but unfortunately for him, an AA tower is built really close to home. And with a commander there just to repair that. That's a really nasty tactic, but it will really get the job done. Now, right now, Kuipie really needs to get those Cobras out. Cobras will turn the tide. He does not want to go for point defense because ParkwayDrive will do exactly what he's doing there. He's putting down a long-range point defense. Cybern, of course, are in a very, very bad position considering that they are they don't have that long of a range point defense, and they don't have MMLs right out the gate, but they do have Brackman. Those Brackman would be really useful if you had a really nice collection of Brackman, but unfortunately it doesn't. Kuipie already in the yellow. A nice bombing run, taking out like 4 units. That Loyalist is putting in work. Those Brackman need to be underneath the shields doing their thing, but a double point defense right there, that is super annoying. That factory is definitely going to die. There's no way around that. A point defense there isn't a bad thing. Kuipie is doing everything he can to fight against this, but if I was Parkway, I would be spamming MMLs. MMLs would be the nail in the coffin, but he is going for Yenzus, which actually isn't too bad at the moment, considering that Kuipie is walking around for a Hail Mary. I think it's Hail Mary time, and I think, boom, it was the suicide march. Down goes Kuipie. ParkwayDrive was relentless with that point defense push and that AA tower. That really, really, really hurt Kuipie. Kuipie did really, really well against such a harsh opponent. ParkwayDrive is very, very, very good at exploiting his enemy's weakness. He saw that his opponent didn't have much on the ground, so he went in for the kill. Like, he definitely had the advantage early on and just pushed it. And that's the sad thing about Cybern. Cybern don't have much to deal with things, especially in situations like that, unless they go all land, which I think Cybern really should do in the beginning. Or maybe 1 air factory. Doing 2 air factories is almost overcommitting against an Aeon player. But ParkwayDrive did wonderful, and I'm glad he didn't neglect expanding. He definitely continued to expand. He had a whole bunch of energy generators. He was probably going for teleport or tactical missile launcher. And he's still building up land factories, so that's a really good thing there for ParkwayDrive. So that's why ParkwayDrive is a very good player. Dropping down point defense, dropping down a anti-air tower. See, it's kind of annoying, it's kind of douchey, but it's very effective. Sorry, ParkwayDrive, don't take offense to that. But it really is a hard, and the reason why it's called douchey, because it's a very hard thing to counter, especially against especially for a race like Cybern. So, I mean, it's a great tactic. It's just really obnoxious when it happens to you. So there is the winner right here, chilling in a mushroom cloud next to his long-range point defense. So very well played there, ParkwayDrive, and very well played there, Kuipie, as well. You held on the best you could at being at such a disadvantage, because ParkwayDrive really just walked right in there and did his worst. But Kuipie did wrestle away air superiority there toward the end, excuse me. But ParkwayDrive was just able to drive his point home with the point defense. Anyhow, guys, I hope you liked the video. I really enjoyed making it for you. I hope you guys are sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and favorite it, because it really helps me out. And you know what, guys, I really need you to comment, because you have been so good about commenting. Put in the comment section, douchey point defense push, just to see if you guys have watched it all the way to this point. And Parkway, you're not a douche, don't take it that way. I'm just saying that because that tactic really does suck, and I hope you have a sense of humor about it. You're a great player. No one's doubting that at all. But anyhow, guys, subscribe to my channel and share with your friends, family, and foes, because they need something interesting to watch as well. And as always, everyone, GG.